All right, ladies and gentlemen, the jury, you know who this is? It's Stephen Rose. And normally, on Christmas Day, I would be taking my day off and just not even getting on YouTube and saying, Merry Christmas, everybody. I went and got gifts for 10 people this year and thought that I would expand my horizon and, decide to spread the holiday joy, as they say. And with the fact that rest in peace, Charlie Wolfcow. First and foremost, want to say that not only a good YouTuber but a good friend and a great person, and he will be dearly missed. So, with that being said, we have a special guest on the show tonight. That is right. And a lot of people, you have the naysayers. People say, is Santa Claus real? You have some people that say Santa Claus is not real. He was just a lie made up by the goddamn parents. No, to make us go to bed early. And then you got some people that believe that Santa Claus is real. And so, with a little bit of research and a little bit of digging, and of course, having to look through social media, I was able to find Santa Claus on Twitter. And so, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, we actually have the real Santa Claus on the show. Santa Claus, how you doing, man? How you doing this evening?
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome. Thank you, Stephen Rose, for having me on your channel, Stephen Rose.
Santa Claus, it is an honor. And I don't normally say this about a lot of people that come on my show and a lot of people that come in the comment section. But Santa Claus, I have to admit, right now, I am lost beyond words to have you on my show on this special holiday of Christmas. And I know you have a busy schedule. You're going around delivering presents on the naughty and nice list and determining who gets a present and who gets a lump of coal. So, Santa Claus, how many deliveries a year do you do typically?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Stephen Rose, the truth is, I go to billions and billions of houses. It's hard for Santa to keep a rough estimate of about maybe 3 to 4 billion people a year, probably. We get to skip over all the people on Santa's naughty list there, Stephen Rose. So it makes my work, as old as I am, it makes it a little bit easier, Stephen Rose.
Santa Claus, I was just looking up a stat. They said that the average person should be receiving a minimum of Santa should be delivering no less than 3 gifts per household.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, that has to do with the socialists out there and the rough figures by government entities, really, at the end of the day. Santa, it's all about the thought that counts there, Stephen Rose. So we try to get out as much as we can, but it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality, Stephen Rose.
Santa, I was just about to ask you that. If somebody sends a Christmas card with no money in it, but somebody sends a Christmas card with money in it, does it have the same value?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Stephen Rose, it's the thought that counts. You're saying to somebody, hey, I appreciate you for being in my life. And, not everybody has access to certain materials like Santa Claus does. So,
Okay.
yes, it has the same value if the intentions are right behind it, Stephen Rose.
Okay, so it's the thought that counts, Santa.
Ho, 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 absolutely.
Yeah, because I had an old football coach of mine. He was a special teams coach, and told me that he holds his envelope over the trash can, and if no money comes out, he throws it away.
Ho, ho, ho. What a way to inspire your team is by sitting there saying, well, your intentions are not good enough. You're just going to come up a little short. So that means that your team will probably not give all they have to you because they understand that it'll never be good enough, Steven.
Rick said, I think your old coach deserves a lump of coal for next year's Christmas. Oh, I'll let
Ho,
Santa answer that one.
ho, ho, ho. Well, I did give Stephen Rose's coach a gift this year, and I
Okay.
gave him a card. And in that card, I put some Monopoly money. I gave him all 20s, but it was Monopoly money. Ho, ho, ho.
Oh, so he doesn't get the courtesy to have the lump of coal.
No, I figured if you're gonna have fake intentions, you might as well as get fake money. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, Santa Claus, we have our first question of the day from Rick Chavales. He said, hello, Santa Claus, calling in from Houston. Okay, Rick, likewise. He wants to know, what do you think of the world today in terms of people? Are there more naughty or more nice people?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, luckily, Santa has devised a plan has got the naughty people to kind of segregate themselves from society. So all the naughty people have moved to Hollywood and DC, and all the nice people are in the flyover states, which
Hmm.
doesn't fly over, but apparently these people from DC to Hollywood fly over those states, but we could tell exactly where we. It makes Santa's job a lot more efficient to go ahead and know where all the naughty people live and all the nice people live.
Okay, a question for Veronica. How old are you, Santa Claus? Well, would you like to answer that, Santa Claus, or would you like me to answer that?
Ho ho ho! Santa's old. He's old enough to know better, but not
Santa
too.
Claus is 1,750 years old. You were born, Santa Claus, between
Yes,
260 and 280 AD, shortly after Jesus' death.
yes. Ho 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 ho!
So that means if you would have been around 300 years before that, you could have delivered Jesus a lump of coal.
Ho ho ho! But Jesus was not on the naughty list,
Okay,
Stephen.
so he actually gets a present.
Yes, Stephen Rose.
Okay, so Jesus Christ gets a present if only you were born 300 years before that.
Ho ho ho! Santa's old enough. Let's not try to make Santa any older because it's not getting any easier for Santa. Ho ho ho!
Okay, well, the answer to that, Samantha says, how old is Mrs. Claus? Mrs. Claus is 140 years old, which means that Santa was 640 years old when he first met and set eyes on the lovely Mrs. Santa.
Ho ho ho! This is correct. I met Mrs. Claus on Instagram. She was internet thought at the time. Ho ho ho!
Ouch. Believe it or not, the history of Mrs. Claus. The first mention of Mrs. Claus appears in the 1849 short story of A Christmas Legend by missionary James Reyes, in which a couple disguise themselves angel-like as travelers and seek shelter with the family. As it turns out, the two strangers are not the Clauses at all, but the long-lost family members in double disguise. What was Santa Claus's wife's first name? Mrs. Santa is named Jessica, believe it or not. That is your wife's name, Santa.
Ho ho ho! Yes, it's Jessica. Ho ho ho!
Okay, so Jessica is her real name.
Jessica Claus.
And so you are 7 1,751 years old. To this day, you will be, and your birthday, believe it or not, Santa, from what I looked up, is not Christmas Day. In fact, it's March 15th. That is your birthday.
Ho, ho, ho. I was born closer to Easter than Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
And check this out. March 14th is Men's Valentine's Day. And you know what Men's Valentine's Day? It's steak and BJ, which means you get a steak and you get a blowjob. So obviously I want to know, Mr. Santa, seeing as your birthday lies right after Men's Valentine's Day, do you celebrate Steak and BJ Day with Jessica Claus?
I don't have to because officially it's my birthday. So I get that anyways.
All right, so you stay getting sex. You stay getting laid.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. All right. What is Santa's full name? St. Nicholas. And it's St. Nicholas, St. Nick, Kris Kringle, or simply Santa. Is a legendary character originating in the Eastern Christian culture who is said to bring children's gifts on Christmas Eve of toys and candy or coal or nothing. Depends on whether they're naughty or nice. Why does Santa say ho? The truth is simple. The catchphrase is used to represent laughter. According to Merriam-Webster, so when Santa utters ho, 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 he isn't actually saying anything. He's laughing. Now, you might be asking yourself why Santa doesn't simply say ha, ha, ha. Interesting. Isn't that crazy that you're 1,750 years old?
Ho, ho, ho. That's approximately.
Oh, and check this out. Santa Claus, I got your address. You've been doxxed. And guess what your address is? Your address. Here's your address. That way, everybody, it's 123 Elf Road, North Pole, 8888. That is your physical address, sir?
Ho, ho, ho. It's not nice to dox Santa there, Stephen Rose.
Okay, so if you guys want to travel to the North Pole, that's where he's located, but I'm pretty sure Santa's packing and Santa will defend himself. Is that correct, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho. I've got the elves working on all kinds of military-grade weapons just in case anybody wants to come in and invade the North Pole. Ho, ho, ho.
I mean, you got to imagine that the North Pole gets extremely cold, right? So let's see. Let's see how cold it gets up there. The North Pole temperature is in the winter it's negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit, as opposed to the south is negative 76. In the summers, you do get up to 32, which is just freezing. So it's obviously more colder in the North Pole than the South Pole, which is why I can understand why you live in the North Pole. But how do you manage to live up there in negative 40-degree temperature?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa's a jolly guy. He's got the baggage to go ahead and sustain those type of winds. Ho, ho, ho.
All right. Well, obviously, there's a question from Rick. Rick wants to know, Santa Claus, how do you manage to fit down the chimney at 6'6", 260 pounds? How do you manage to fit down the chimney in every home and manage to put presents under people's trees and then manage to leave out the same way you came in? How do you do that after 1,751 years on this earth?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa's a big believer in WD-40. Ho, ho, ho.
Interesting. Well, Homeless in America had a comment. He said the Satanic Catholic Church tried to mix the winter solstice with Christianity, but only brainwash people to believe Xmas is Christian.
Ho, ho, ho. He is actually right. Ho, ho, ho.
Wow. So Santa Claus is on here actually agreeing. Yes, Santa Claus is 1,751 years old. and you will be 1752 on March 15th. So let me ask you a question, Santa. What is the secret to living that long?
Ho, ho, ho. You gotta be a saint, like good old Saint Nick. Saints live forever, or they're eternal.
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this, Santa. What about your elves? It says your elves can live up between 100 to 750 years for your elves. Santa's little helpers.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. I think the oldest elf that I have right now is about 783 years old. Ho,
Wow, so he's outlived the average age of an elf.
ho, ho, ho. Yes.
Okay, okay. So, I mean, Veronica wants to know what is she getting for Christmas this year? She didn't get jack shit last year, and I want a brand new car, Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa made sure to go ahead and put that nice Hot Wheels. It's the car. It's under the tree right now for you, Veronica. I got you a Bentley. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, so he's got Veronica a Bentley. Rick wants to know, um, he wants a guitar set, an electric guitar cassette for Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa will buy him a copy of Rockstar Hero video game, Stephen Rose.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go, Rick.
ho,
And
and guitar to go with it.
okay, there you go, Rick. You get the video game. Congratulations. Santa Claus has granted you with the gift of Guitar Hero for what console?
Ho, ho, ho. PlayStation, of course.
Okay, so for the PS5, you get the opportunity, Rick, to have Guitar Hero. Yeah. Okay, this is my question to Santa. Santa, what do I expect to have under my tree this year? I would like to have a rocket ship so that I can fly to Mars. Is that possible?
Ho, ho, ho. You'll put your eye out with that, Stephen Rose. Ho,
Okay.
ho.
Okay. That's fair to know. Well, I'll tell you what. I want 15 strippers at my house tonight. Can I have that?
Ho, ho, ho. It just depends. I can get you some paint stripper, Stephen Rose, if that's what you would like. Uh,
Mm.
cans of paint stripper for you, Stephen Rose, at your house. Okay, I'll make that happen, Stephen Rose. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, Santa. I mean, we're definitely getting somewhere. Yes, he is 1,750 years old, Veronica. And again, his elves range between 100 and 750. How was Santa born? The legend of Santa Claus can be tracked back 100 years to a monk named Saint Nicholas. It is believed that Nicholas was born sometime around 280 AD in Patara near Myra in the modern day Turkey. This was traditionally considered a lucky day to make large purchases or to get married. So the rumor is you were born in Patara, which is modern day Turkey.
Ho, ho, ho. Round thereabouts, but not exactly.
How old is Santa's reindeer? The longer answer is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. 82 years, 4 months, 15 days, 2 hours, and 21 minutes. Santa's reindeer is only 82 years old. So, Santa, it wasn't until the 20th, 19th century until you really started investing on reindeers.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, Donner, Blitzen, they're way older than Rudolph, though. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, AJ said he wants the Packers to win the Super Bowl for Christmas. Santa, what do you have to say about that?
Ho, ho, ho. Maybe Santa can get the Packers a quarterback who doesn't choke in the playoffs for
Oh, damn!
no.
Oh, god damn! Santa with the left hook out of nowhere. I didn't expect to see that. Okay, homeless in America. says he wants a house for Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, you might want to talk to Big Arnie on that one, because if you haven't heard, Big Arnie Arnold Schwarzenegger has been giving houses to homeless veterans, tiny homes.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, that's very interesting to know. I mean, Santa just took cheap shots at Aaron Rodgers. Wow. Okay, so now that we're Veronica said, please, Santa Claus, do not let the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year.
ho, ho, ho. I think Andy Reid will make sure to grant your Christmas wish there, Veronica.
Oh, okay. We're talking about some real shows here. Okay, Rick wants to know, is LeBron James getting the 40,000 point mark in the NBA, Santa Claus?
Ho, ho, ho. Even if LeBron James gets the 40,000 point mark, you still got to put an asterisk next to it. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay. He said you still got to put an asterisk next to it. Okay, Rick wants to know, what does Colin Kaepernick get? A present or a lump of coal or nothing?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa's been thinking real hard about getting Colin Kaepernick a curling iron.
A curling iron. Wow. Is it to fix those missing hair links he's got?
Oh, exactly.
Shit.
He needs a little style.
So wait a minute, Santa, you're on record to saying that Colin Kaepernick is getting something for Christmas this year.
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, he is. Because he is just confused.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through some of our current celebrities. We'll just name a couple, or politicians may say. What is Samantha wants to know, what does good old Joe Biden get this year for Christmas?
Ho, ho, ho. Joe Biden is getting a Let's Go Brandon t-shirt. If you didn't know, I called in on the NORAD thing and got Joe Biden to say, Let's go Brandon. So,
oh, wow. Okay, so what are we getting Mr. Trump for Christmas this year?
ho, ho, ho. I'll probably be getting Trump another toupee.
Oh,
Ho, ho.
all right, cool. So, who else is in the chat room? Rebecca wants to know from Facebook. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? She wants to know, her kid wants a train set for Christmas this year. Can we make that happen?
Ho, ho, ho. I'm sure Santa can go ahead and make sure that her kid can get a train set if we all work together and pitch in, Stephen Rose. Ho, ho.
All right, sounds good. Well, Rick, I don't know if Santa Claus can end the worker shortage. He said, can you be able to end the worker shortage?
Ho, ho, ho. To end the worker shortage, I would have to make it to where I'd have to take away free will from the people who are lazy and don't want to work. The best to get rid of the worker shortage is to get your leftist politicians to stop giving out free money to go ahead and stay unemployed. Ho, ho, ho.
Believe it or not, they're saying, how old is Santa's sleigh? He said it was not till the 19th century that Santa is mentioned using a sled. The first mention of Santa's sled is attributed to the author Clement Clark Moon in his poem, The Visit of St. Nicholas, or The Night Before Christmas. It was published for the first time in 1823 in the American newspaper. So it really wasn't till the 19th century, Santa, until you started getting the sled and the reindeer. And I mean, it's got to be difficult to transfer all those presents around the world without a sled or a reindeer. But the question is, Santa, why don't you just get a plane? It would be easier if you flew in a jet and just used the jet and charged the taxpayers.
Ho, ho, ho. Originally, Santa was flying around on Aladdin's carpet. ho, ho, ho. But unfortunately, most of the people thought that I was, being discriminatory, that I was, you know, uh, um, not paying attention. So I had to get a sled, because a lot of the sensitive people across the world, Stephen, ho, ho, ho.
Believe it or not, Veronica, the answer to your question, does Santa drink alcohol? Yes. According to Christmas.co.uk. There are slight variations of each family, but Santa usually gets a glass of milk, beer, or whiskey, and then biscuits to munch on. So sometimes if Santa goes down the chimney and delivers presents, whether it's coal, nothing, or an actual present, you can either leave him a glass of milk and cookies, or you can leave him a beer or whiskey, but make sure to leave biscuits so that he can sober up to ride that sled in that reindeer to the next house.
It's very dangerous to drink and fly. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, Santa, you do drink whiskey or beer. It says it here. You ever want to join me for a beer or whiskey? I have no problem with that.
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, Santa probably likes beer. Milk and cookies are great, but we sometimes others suggest that we leave Santa a little bit of beer. That's what it says. How many wives has Santa had? Santa, am I allowed to mention that here on this channel? How many wives you've had?
Ooh, hoo, hoo. The better question is, how much alimony does Santa have to pay?
Well, check this out. Your real name is Chris Kingle. He was a toy maker who married Jessica. It says, according to some North American sources, the original name was Chris Kringle before he changed the name to Santa Claus. Chris Kingle was a toy maker who married Jessica. Other name found for Mrs. Claus are Merry Christmas, Gertrude, and Carol. This may be a good question to ask Santa when you write him this year. Santa, do you really read any of the letters that you get, or do you mainly get them on Instagram now, Twitter, shit like that?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, unfortunately, there's so many trolls and so many people doxing Santa year in and year out. I usually have one of my elves read the letters, and then they decide if it's important enough to go to Santa or if it's something that they can take care of themselves. Ho,
Okay.
ho.
All right. We got a question for Veronica. How many reindeer does Santa have? And if I can answer that, Santa has 9 reindeer. Do you know the names to all the reindeer? If not, I can name them.
Ho, ho, ho. What are the names of my reindeer, Stephen Rose, if you know?
Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and of course, the infamous, famous one, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Ho, ho, ho. That's pretty good, Stephen. However, who is Rudolph's father?
Oh, shit.
Ho, ho, ho. I'll give you a hint. It
Okay.
begins with a D.
The devil?
Ho, ho, ho.
Okay.
His father is one of my reindeer, and it begins with a D.
Dancer.
Ho, ho, ho. No, that would be Donner.
Oh. So who's the father of Rudolph?
Donner.
Oh, I didn't know that. Holy shit. You learned something new. Even I learned something from Santa. It says, is Santa's reindeer a boy or girl? It says all are actually female. Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and yes, even Rudolph are ladies.
Ho, ho, ho. That was probably written by a social justice.
Okay. Who leads the sled, Santa's sled before Rudolph? It says traditionally there are 8 reindeer. but it says Rudolph is the 9th edition, made famous by the song about his red nose. And then there's Olive, the other reindeer. Okay. Interesting. Can reindeer fly? Reindeer are permitted to fly no faster than really fast. They must stay below 10,000 feet in elevation. So Santa is only 10,000 feet in the air when he flies. According to research, it says here you can fly up to 10,000 elevation, high enough to soar well above the snow-covered Green Mountain peaks. In a letter to the North Pole, has also issued some advice to St. Nicholas during his travels. So St. Nicholas, have you gotten any calls lately from, what is that organization that handles the planes in the sky so that you don't collide with any of them?
Ho, ho, ho. Of course, NORAD tracks Santa Claus. But trying to find somebody with any real competence can be a challenge sometimes, Stephen Rose. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, Christina said in her last show or 2 shows ago that her brother deserved a lump of coal. So Santa, can you deliver on that promise and deliver her brother a lump of coal for Christmas?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa will go ahead and buy him a bag of coal so at least he can go ahead and keep warm this Christmas. Ho!
Okay. So what does Spider, is he on the naughty or nice list this year?
Ho, ho, ho. I gave the Houston Texans another win for Spider. Ho,
Okay.
ho, ho.
All right. It says here, Christina, the lovely Christina, is she on the naughty or nice list this year?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, I have to go back and look. But I'm pretty sure that Christina will get a lovely present under the tree.
All right, Christina, what do you want for Christmas and Santa will be able to grant it? I'd say personally on my list, Christina's on the naughty list.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Christina, I guess I'll get you a book on morals and dogma. Ho, ho.
Okay. See, that's my perverted side talking, but I forgot Santa Claus is here. So I have to, but believe it or not, yes, Veronica, according to research here, it says Santa Claus was born between 260 and 280 AD, which means 260 years after Jesus Christ died. So according to that, Santa Claus has been around since almost biblical times. I mean, Santa Claus is 1,751 years old, and his birthday for next year is March 15th. That is there's 9 reindeer. I already said that, Rick. I answered it. Prancer, Dasher, Cupid, what were the other names? Rudolph,
Blitzen.
Yeah, I forgot the name. Well, how many elves does Santa have? Okay. Santa has, according to research, Rick, Santa has 6 elves. Do you know their names, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho. Tall elf. Short elf. Elf on a shelf.
Okay, here's your names. Alabaster, Snowball, Bushy Evergreen. It says the original 6 elves include Alabaster, Snowball, Bushy Evergreen, Peppermint Skinny. Oh, that's got to be something else. That's the wrong one.
Ho, ho, ho.
That's not the name of his elves. Rick, you sent me the wrong damn link.
Whoever wrote that must be from the Ozarks. I can tell.
Yeah, man. Well, it said he had 6 elves. Believe it or not, Santa has a number. He has a hotline. 951-262-3062 is Santa's hotline if you guys would like to call Santa up. You'll probably get a telesolicitor. Well, it says Santa now has 12 reindeer. Now, here's the question, Santa. How many wives have you had? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and try to find that question because I did. How many wives did Santa have? Now it says two. It says no. Santa Claus have. Okay. Again, he's had the same wife for over 1,000. Okay, I'm blocking that guy. Goodbye. Sorry, Santa, I had to block a troll.
Ho, ho, ho. What should we get that troll?
A lump of coal for Christmas for being racist.
How about a strap-on for his boyfriend?
Oh, damn! Santa's coming with another right hook and roasted tonight. Nah. All right, so it says here that Santa's only had one wife. So, Santa, I got to give you props. You've only had one wife.
Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Santa believes in monogamy.
Now, believe it or not, does Santa have any kids? The rumor has been answered in 2019, according to Wikipedia, but of course, we never verify that. It says Netflix original movie Santa Girl 2019. Jennifer Stone plays Cassandra, who is Cassie Claus, who wants to find herself and see the world as reluctant to take over the family business. So it's saying that Santa does have one child, a daughter.
Ho, ho, ho. Netflix is still in business? Ho, ho, ho.
I guess so, but check this out. It said your father is St. Nicholas Sr. And behind the story of the father of Christmas Santa Claus, St. Nicholas was a bishop who lived in the 4th century in a place called Myra, and I guess that's now called Turkey. So originally, Santa Claus is from Turkey, that area.
Ho, ho, ho. Do you really think Santa's gonna raise a kid in minus 40-degree weather? Ho, ho, ho.
All right, now, obviously, I'm going to be interviewing one of your rivals, one of your enemies, a guy who does not think very fond of you. And it's not me, by the way. I happen to think very fond of you, Santa. I always believed you were real, by the way. One of your closest, dearest enemies is named Krampus. And Krampus is basically the anti-Saint Nicholas, the opposite of Santa Claus. He is a fugly, mystical creature, usually depicted with similar features as the devil. He has he has a body, hairy horns, hooves, and fangs.
Ho, ho, ho. Krampus is actually my brother. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa Claus is you're telling me that Krampus is your brother?
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, and he comes after the naughty kids. Ho!
Oh, wow. But so I thought you give coal out or no presents. Don't you go after naughty people, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho. I just deliver Christmas presents. I don't go after naughty people. That's what Krampus does. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, so let's Veronica wants to know how many times out the year does Santa Claus come out bearing presents? Let's see. I think it's just Christmas Day. How many times does Santa
Christmas Eve.
What?
That would be Christmas Eve.
Okay, it says okay. What time does Santa come? He usually starts at the International Date Line in Pacific Ocean and travels west. He usually stops in most cities between 9 p.m. and midnight. So we've narrowed down a time. You start in the Pacific and you start at 9 p.m. and at midnight local time. So you're in bed or might skip over to your house. Or he might skip over your house if you're not in bed. Santa, I've always admired you. I've always waited for you when I was a kid for you to come down that damn chimney. And I've never seen you. And I finally realized what the problem was. The problem was I wasn't asleep all night to where you can come down the chimney.
Ho, ho, ho. That's what I get. That's what I do. I make sure you can't see me. Ho, ho, ho. It's all about belief, Stephen.
Okay, so John Cena, what's he get for Christmas? Does he get a lump of coal or a present for Christmas?
Ho, ho, ho. I'll go ahead and give John Cena a series on HBO Max called Peacemaker. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, Santa Claus. Okay, we have a guy that's in the chat room. He says he wants to have a girlfriend for Christmas. Santa, what is can you grant that?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa can't, that determines free will, and Santa can't just kidnap a girl and put her under the tree and tie her up, because that would be kidnapping.
That does sound kind of sexy in a porno sort of in my perverted mind. But Santa's right, sir. You have to. I would suggest you go down to the local strip club and take care of those problems with a little bit of money out of your wallet.
Oh, ho, ho. Santa says you should invest in yourself, and then you won't have to worry about Santa dropping off. Hey, girl, just invest in yourself, believe in yourself, get some confidence, and then invest in yourself, and the right girl will come. Ho, ho, ho.
There you go, Santa Claus. And Santa Claus has been married, by the way, for him and Mrs. Claus. He's 610 years older than Mrs. Claus. Santa's 1,751 years old. Mrs. Claus is 1,140 years of age. And they've been together the entire time. In fact, let's see how long Santa has been married. Let's see, Santa. Because I know you probably didn't. Okay, hold on real quick. How many years has Santa been married? It's saying, on February 14th in 1815, St. Nicholas Claus and Holy McBride became husband and wife. Okay, so Santa, you didn't marry Mrs. Claus until 1815, but you've been together with her for a lot longer than that. So really, to tell you the truth, it wasn't until the 18th century till you tied the knots. And so that means out of so y'all been together for probably about 1,000 years at least. And I would have to say you've only been married, wow, I mean, for only 200 of those years, 206. Did you have some side chicks or something we don't know about?
Ho, ho, ho. Mrs. Claus started off as Santa's secretary.
Oh, okay. So we were able to determine a timeline. You got married in 1815, and you've been married ever since. I mean, you know how hard it is to get men to commit as long as you have. You've had no side chicks as recorded. You've had no other wives. You've only been married to Jessica Claus, and you've been with her over 1,000. I mean, even in the Hispanic culture, people don't always have to marry, and then they've been together for a long time. You, Santa Claus, have really committed to this woman. You must really love her. And for you to be with her for over 1,000 years, that's pretty good. Damn good.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa finds that it's better to avoid temptations. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, so I think you living in the North Pole prevents you from the interaction of the world and its wrongdoings.
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, Santa lives a secluded life. Ho,
okay, all right. So now let's get down to the naughty nice list. So Christina is on the nice list, but she's on my naughty list. Spider is on the nice list this year. So let's go ahead and start naming some random YouTubers. And of course, this one name popped into mind, Dark Horse. Santa Claus, you know everything about everybody. Is Dark Horse on the naughty or nice list this year?
Ho, ho, ho. Dark Horse is definitely on the naughty list. However,
Oh, okay.
Santa felt compelled to go ahead and still get Dark Horse a present, so he's going to get him some Ritalin so he can calm his happy ass down. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa is just roasting tonight. What about Wrestling Otaku, that real fat guy that talks about women all day? And I'm a big guy, and I and again, I've had my fair share of saying things, but this guy goes off on his rants about women. Sounds like he has a lot of hatred there. Is Wrestling Otaku on the naughty or nice list this year? What does he get?
Ho, ho, ho. Wrestling Otaku is definitely on the naughty list, but Santa feels compelled to give Wrestling Otaku a few presents. One being a new shirt. Two will be a workout tape by Billy Blanks. And three, his third present will be a stick of deodorant.
Okay, yeah, I gotta admit, Wrestling Otaku wears the same clothes in every video.
Ho, ho, ho. And yes, I will get him a new black shirt for him to wear. Ho, ho, ho.
All right. Well, Christina, you never said what you wanted for Christmas, so we'll wait, and then Santa will grant your wish. So, let's. Oh, so you said does okay, Santa, who on your list deserves a lump of coal? If you could name 5 people, it could be anybody in the world, doesn't matter. It could be your neighbor, it could be a politician, a celebrity, or somebody simply on YouTube. If you could name 5 people other than Christina's brother that deserve a lump of coal, who would it be?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Santa would like to give Hiroshimaru a lump of coal, but he don't think he would fully understand what that lump of coal was for, and he would probably eat it and choke on it. So, Santa doesn't want any lawsuits, so he'll probably
Well, you could put a choking hazard sign on that coal.
Ho, ho, ho. It's considering if Hiroshimaru could read. Ho,
Okay.
ho,
All right. Well, that is fair enough. But if you deliver a lump of coal to someone's house, make sure to put a choking hazard on it. And again, but we don't want anybody throwing that coal because you can grab that coal and hit somebody in the noggin with it. It's holiday joy. There's a number of people I wouldn't mind throwing that bad boy around across their head, you know?
ho, ho, ho. And, well, we know that Hillary Clinton probably deserves a lump of coal.
Okay, Hillary Clinton has been added to the naughty list. She deserves a lump of coal.
I think she would be too dangerous to give anything to. She would probably find a way to make somebody suicide themselves.
Well, Santa, you definitely don't want to be on Hillary Clinton's suicide watch. Okay, so who else joins the naughty list? You gave us 2. Name us 3 more.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, the Young Turks deserve lumps of coals, all of them, because all they do is lie and be hypocritical to everybody. They're complete snobs. Ho, ho, ho.
All right, so the Young Turks, Anna Kapashian or Kasperian, however you say her name, she's getting a lump of coal this year for Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. She's 4 mandates, and then she all of a sudden has the issue with abortion, so it's my body, my choice again, after totally contradicting herself at the beginning of the year. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, you know, Veronica just asked, does Santa believe in abortion? Will he just answer your question? You are a pro-life guy.
Ho, ho, ho. Those are Christmas presents that should be delivered. And
1,751 years speaks for itself, Veronica. I think we know the answer to his abortion rights, his beliefs. How do you think Santa's lived this long? All right, so we got 3. Who's the last 2?
Ho, ho, ho. Anybody who's in the mainstream media and spreading more lies and misinformation than anybody else.
Rick said Don Lennon should be on the naughty list to get a lump of fat block of coal in his street corner.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, Don Lemon would probably give that lump of coal a blowjob.
And of course, who else? Oh, we forgot. Nancy Pelosi. She definitely deserves a big lump of coal.
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, yeah. Nancy Pelosi does deserve a lump of coal. However, Santa is going to give her a bottle of whatever she's drinking half the time. Ho, ho, ho.
All right. Well, Christina, she said, I got a book on morals. Thank you, Santa. Well, Christina, I want you to tell me what you've always wanted for Christmas, so that way we can try to grant you that wish tonight. That's the whole point. Brandon Rogers, tell Santa what you want for Xmas this year. Is Brandon Rogers on the naughty or nice list? He's a Seahawks fan kid. He's about 17, and he lives in Minnesota, in that cold tundra.
Ho, ho, ho. Well, he's a 12th man, so he's on the nice list. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, Brandon, you are on the nice list this year. You're not going to get the lump of coal or anything. You have a present coming your way. And Santa Claus, what about the prodigal heel? Is he on the naughty or nice list this year?
Ho, ho, ho. Oh, the prodigal hill, he's an enigma. He can be nice, but he can be naughty. He's one of those ones that, you can never tell. I meant the name it's Hill. It's Hill. And hills are usually villains, Stephen Rose.
Okay.
Ho, ho, ho.
So you would say that he has been on the nice list this year?
Ho, ho, ho. He has done some nice things, and maybe not so nice things at the same time, Stephen Rose. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, fair enough. Now, I think I pretty much asked you everything I wanted to ask you, Santa, and I do appreciate you for taking the time to come on the show. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring a special guest on the show who has a couple of questions for you. And so without further ado, the head coach of the Houston Texans, David Culley, would like to appear, and he has some questions for you. And then from there, we will go ahead and continue. Would you like to go ahead and go from there?
Ho, ho, ho. Okay, Stephen.
Okay, I know you got 10 minutes to spare, Santa, and we're definitely going to bring somebody on this show. All right, so the head coach of the Houston Texans, David Culley, the floor is yours. How's everybody doing today? This is David Culley, coach of the Houston Texans. Listen, is this Santa Claus?
Ho, ho, ho. Yes, it's Santa Claus.
Listen, Santa. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. I just got on here. You've been talking for the last hour. Now it's my turn. My turn to talk for about an hour now. I just came on here and been listening to you about this naughty nice. Look, listen. I didn't get shit last year from nobody. Everybody thinks about themselves, and ain't nobody think about me. So I just want to know, Santa Claus, what am I getting for Christmas this year? They say minimum 3 presents. I think you skipped my house too many times. About 10.
David Culley, did you not ask me to make Davis Mills available in the 3rd round last year?
Oh, that is correct. That is correct. I did ask you for that. It wasn't around Christmas time, but it's some around. So I slightly remember that.
Ho, ho, ho. And did Santa not deliver Davis Mills in the 3rd round? Ho,
you did deliver on that, and I appreciate that, but it's still Christmas time. I ain't seen no present under my tree. Not one. I got no gifts to unwrap right now. Why is that? You answer that right now. Why is that?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa is going to go ahead and get you the book of Bill Belichick's Reasons Coaching for Dummies. And that should help you with your problems in Houston.
Listen, first of all, hold on real quick. First of all, there ain't no problems here right now. Second of all, we got the best quarterback in the league right now. We're the best team in the football league right now. We're not talking about record. We're talking about individual record right now. I'm the best head coach of all time. I'm above Brady and everything. I'm above all them. So first of all, you got to check yourself on that. Second of all, look, listen. I asked for a whole bunch of presents this year. I have at least about 10 of them, and I think I deserve 10 more than anybody else. So anybody else?
I think you are a confused little man, David Culley.
Listen, I was the one that reached out to your social media. Nobody else got your number. I'm the only one got your number. I just got off the phone with Jesus Christ himself. And look, listen, we just had a talk. We sat with the boys earlier. I sat down with a bunch of important people. And we went through, we got a worker shortage right now, and it's even affecting the NFL. It's affecting the field. Everybody getting out COVID, whatever. But look, listen. We sat there, we went through names, your name came up on the list. So I just want to know, we selected you, you've been handpicked. I'm the coach of the team. I handpicked you to play. So when you gonna come to practice and get ready for Chargers tomorrow?
Santa thinks he needs to get you some therapy for Christmas.
Listen. You about 260 pounds, about 6'6". That's good. That's a good linebacker position. We need a linebacker to play tomorrow against Chargers. We got to work a shortage right now. So you've been handpicked personally by the front office and by me. I'm the one that handpicked you. So are you coming to the game tomorrow? What's going on?
Santa has already worked his 1 day a year, just like everybody in the United States only really works 1 day a year anymore. Santa has put in his 1 day.
All right. Look, listen, Santa. All right, look, listen. I know where the North Pole at. I know your address. I know your physical address. I know your phone number, your age, your address, everything. If I got to go up and fly up the North Pole, whoop your ass in front of God and everybody, I'll do it. I don't want to do that, but if I got to do, I got to drag you out right there in front of North Pole and everything. I don't need no jacket or nothing. I'll fly right. I'll pull up. I'll make that trip. I'll drag you out by your beard. Until you got a choice to make. You gonna play tomorrow? Am I gonna go up there and open a can of whoop ass?
You keep threatening Santa like that, and he'll give you Trevor Lawrence for Christmas.
Oh God, no! I look. Listen. We got Davis Mills, the best quarterback in the league. I told everybody Trevor Lawrence was trash. Just like Fields, everybody else on the league is trash except for Davis Mills. He the only good one on the league, right? He the only good one on the field. But Santa Claus, we got to work a shortage right now. So I need to know the game's at noon tomorrow. I don't know what time zone you in, but I can tell you this though. I need to come fly down there. We need to go have a shot of that whiskey. You need to get drunk a little bit, get some bitches on, and then we gonna come fly back and come get ready for against Chargers tomorrow. What does that sound like to you?
Maybe you should go ahead and put in applications on Indeed, and maybe somebody will apply to go ahead and be the linebacker for the Houston Texans.
I'll tell you what, Santa Claus, if you grant my one wish, then I might just not whoop your ass. Look, put it like this. Listen, I just got a message right now that Steven just sent me a text from Veronica. And she said, if you take Joel Osteen, you play Santa Claus with Joel Osteen. I said right away. So Santa Claus, let's make that happen. Can I get Joel Osteen ready, prepared against Chargers tomorrow?
You can take Joel Osteen.
Yeah, I'll do that, Veronica. Joel Osteen, I got a lot of info on him. I got a lot of dirty rap sheet on him. That pastor is a fraud. But I'll tell you what, by the grace of God, if he come and play tomorrow, I'll wipe him of his sins. All right, so Santa, you off the hook tonight. But I'll tell you what, I'll still whoop your ass in real life, but I'll let you off the hook tonight, though. You got no problem with me. All right, so I won't whoop your ass, Santa Claus. But I tell you what, but Joe Osteen, he gonna get his ass whooped. He don't get ready for the Chargers tomorrow.
You heard that, Joel Osteen. Ho, ho, ho.
Santa Claus, I need you to grant one wish tomorrow. So everybody put your hands together and pray for us. We got a game against Chargers tomorrow, and I need the Texans to go out and win that game. We need Davis Mills to have about 5 touchdowns tomorrow.
Ho, ho, ho. Maybe you should get Joel Osteen to play wide receiver. Ho, ho,
I mean,
ho.
I'm already thinking about that, actually. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth, Santa. Like, we thinking alike now. Honestly, I'm starting to think I'm the real Santa Claus. A lot of people say I was a savior back in the day. Did you know, Santa, I'm over 1,000 years old right now.
Ho, ho, ho.
I've been around before the Mayflower and everything. So everything you've seen, I've done seen it +2.
Ho.
I've died so many times. I came back to life. And I walking around. I've been a spirit for a long time. I came back, came to life. I've been reincarnated. I've been set on fire, drowned, everything. I survived everything.
Ho, ho, ho. But what about Bill O'Brien? Ho, ho, ho.
Let me tell you something. Bill O'Brien is not that bad. Him and Urban Meyer, that guy that's been in that sex scandal thing with all them side chicks and stuff. Look, listen, that's what men have been doing for a very long time. Men in positions of power. But they handpick Urban Meyer. They put him in a corner and they want to throw him under the seat. But you see all these rappers going around rapping and stuff with their pants sagging and everything, and world star hip hop. And each one of them got about 200 side chicks. But y'all want to sit there and put Urban Meyer in y'all want to throw him under the bus. Everybody got side chick. Hell, I got about 30 of them right now. I can't even fight them off right now. But look, listen, that's besides the point. The point is we gonna get ready against Chargers tomorrow. And I tell you what, Joel Osteen, you watching this stream, you damn pastor, you either come out here by the grace of God. I'll head down to Lakewood Church right down there. I'll drag you out in front of God and Santa Claus and everything. What about what you think, Santa? You want to watch that shit go down, whoop his ass?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, Santa doesn't have any side chicks. But, yeah, Santa has no use for Joel Osteen, so he gets a lump of coal, and you can whoop his ass.
All right, yeah, so I drag him out in front of the Lord Jesus Christ and everything. Go right back in that Lakewood Church and drag him out. He better be ready to play tomorrow. I got business. We got a shortness of workers right now. Hell, you might even see me at the Wendy's drive-thru in a couple of days. Joel Osteen, I tell you this about him. That man right there. If he show up to play tomorrow, I'll waive him of his sins, all that fraud and all that paganism he doing. I'll waive him of his sins and Santa Claus right here in front of God. And by the grace of God, I'll go to Lakewood Church first thing in the morning, whoop his ass, and right in front of God and everybody. And that's facts. All right, that's facts. I'll whoop his ass right in front of God and Santa Claus watch, Miss Santa Claus watch. Everybody gonna watch me whoop his ass. So Joel Osteen, you watching this video now? I'll tell you this right now. You come and suit up, lace up, put your helmet on, and come wipe your sins away, or I'll come over there and wax that ass right in front of Lakewood Church for the God and everybody. That's your warning there, boy.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, so Santa Claus, I appreciate you taking the time. Listen, I didn't get shit last year. I'll go whoop your ass. But I just said, you know what? I'll let you make it. But you don't mess with me.
Hey, you still in the third round. Ho, ho, ho.
I didn't think I was gonna whoop your ass. Don't think I don't know where the North Pole is. I'll make that trip. I don't even need a jacket, coat, nothing. -40. I walked out in -1,000-degree weather. I've been burned, stabbed, drowned, everything. I survived everything. I've been survived everything. I'm older than you, and that's facts. All right, I've been around Jesus. I was hanging out with Jesus. Hell, me and Jesus used to hang out and drink together. How you think they came out with the crackers and the wine and thing? Who do you think came up with that? That was me. I was the one that hung out with him. So you better check yourself, Santa. Because you better not miss my house next year. You grant this wish tomorrow and tell Joe Osteen bring his ass out here and come play on Sunday. Because if he don't show up tomorrow, I'm whooping his ass. And then next year, under my tree, I need to see some presents or we're going to have some problems.
Oh, ho, ho. We'll get you a coach for dummies. Ho, ho, ho.
I'm just saying, let me put it like this. I'm the best coach in the league right now. I think you know that. You know your intuition tell you that. I'm the best coach in the league right now. For me not getting no present, that's messed up. I know everything. I even know the answer to pi. You know that 7 divided into 21 and then get that 3.14 and then different numbers keep coming out. I know the answer to that. I know the whole answer to all that. And everybody been at Veronica just asked me right now. She say, "What's the answer? It's none of your goddamn business, whore." That's the answer. That's your answer right there for pie. It ain't none of your goddamn business. You get back on that stripper pole and put it like this. Listen. I know everything. You can't fool me. It's Santa Claus. I know everything about you. Hell, I basically made you. I mean, who the hell believes in God anymore anyway? But anyway, I probably believe more in Santa Claus than I do in the Lord Jesus Christ. But look, listen, I appreciate this live stream, Santa. You did everything you're supposed to do. You have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and everything like that. But let me tell you something. Don't ever skip my house again. I will whoop your ass.
Ho, ho, ho. What, did you want me to kidnap Davis Mills and put him under your Christmas tree? Ho, ho, ho.
Listen, that's besides the point. I deserve at least about 10, 15 presents. Last year I got 0. Why? Before we go, why that happened? Why I didn't get nothing last year? Explain. Don't tell me COVID.
I got you, Davis Mills. What else do you want? Ho, ho, ho.
Listen, I wanted a fire truck. I told you I need a new facility now. I don't even like the stadium. I want a whole new stadium. Not NRG, something new.
Ho, ho, ho. You better ask the Houston taxpayers for that.
All right, well, I mean, we're going to have to spread some socialism around this motherfucker. Everybody go come out the pocket and build my ass a new stadium. I deserve one. Not about what you want, it's about what I want. I want a new stadium for Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. I'm not exactly sure how Sheila Jackson Lee will go ahead and make that happen for you.
Well, we're going to have to tax all them Democrats. That's what's going to happen now. Now, I tell you what, vote for Santa Claus 2024. I will say that. I'm willing to say he's probably going to be the best president of all time. So in 2024, you vote Santa Claus. St. Nicholas, you're going to be the next president. What do you think about that? I put you in personally. I know people. I have connections.
Ho, ho, ho. Hopefully Santa will not be running against Hillary.
Well, in 2024, Santa, you're gonna be the next president. Because let me tell you something. Because you didn't get me nothing last year, like I explained. Listen, I didn't get nothing last year. You was about to make me go down and whoop Bill Belichick's ass. You was about to make me whoop his ass, and Nick Saban. You was about to make me start whooping all these coaches' ass over that shit. You passed my house up, but look, listen. To the grace of God, you lucky I didn't go to the North Pole whoop your ass. You lucky I didn't do that. I could have if I wanted to, but I said I wasn't going to do it. But I'll tell you this though, Joe Osteen, how you say his name, Osteen, whatever. That pastor right there, you better be ready to lace up tomorrow against the Chargers. Because listen, everybody talking shit about me and the Houston Texans, all that. But I'll tell you this right now. Look, listen, stats don't, the win-loss record don't matter. It's the stats. It's the stats behind it. Davis Mills, the best quarterback in the league. You best believe that. And I co-sign behind it. So let's tell you this. Y'all fans talking trash and stuff. Y'all gonna put whoever talks shit, you gonna put on that helmet. You playing tomorrow. We gonna put your fanhood to the test. So pistol on a 2-1-3. I know you're a big fan of the Raiders. We putting your fanhood to the test. So my question is, are you ready to play for the Raiders tomorrow against the Broncos? They do play tomorrow in Denver. So we want to know. I make the connections. I know all the coaches and everything. So are you ready to play tomorrow against the Broncos? We're gonna put you in. Homeless in America, he lives in the Seattle area. You're gonna be ready to play with the Seahawks against the Bears tomorrow. You got a good game against Chicago coming to town. So we gonna need a new place kicker or something. There's all these fans right here. I'm putting y'all to the test. Y'all gonna have to start playing some of these NFL games, because if we get a worker shortage, best believe you guys are gonna be on the next. And when you get caught up, it's like a draft. When you get caught up, you gotta play. That's the way it works. We did this in the draft in Vietnam, and we did it again. Did it again in Korea. We did it again in the Vietnam War and the Korean War. We had a draft. So when you get drafted and the player and the head coaches and the front office make a decision, then you got to be ready to lace up for Sunday. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And Joel Osteen, you listening? I'll let you know. Look, listen. If you're watching this, I know your little skinny ass is watching this. So let me tell you something. If you don't come and play, by the grace of God, I'm coming down to Lakewood Church tomorrow, and I'm whooping your ass in front of God and everybody. What do you guys say about that, Santa?
Ho, ho, ho. Well, if you wanted to make the nice list, whooping Nick Saban's ass would have probably got you on the nice list. because of as many national championships as Nick Saban has stole.
Nick Saban's a goddamn lie. That boy is cheating his ass off in college football. He got a lot to say in the background, but I'll tell you what, though, if I ever catch Nick Saban around, I set him straight. He's a cheater. I put Urban Meyer over Nick Saban any day. Urban Meyer can coach for us.
Ho, ho, ho. Urban Meyer is on the nice list.
Oh, yeah. Look, listen, Santa Claus. We all know as men, we all got side chicks. And Urban Meyer had a bunch of fine-looking women, but who don't? Nobody said nothing about these rappers walking around with all these side chicks. Y'all want to say something about Urban Meyer.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. It was awful nice of Urban Myers to take the time to dance with one of his fans. Ho, ho, ho.
All right. Yeah, so last question. Okay, so Urban Meyer definitely gonna be coach of the year this year. They fired him for no reason. Jacksonville lost. And ain't them little conboys, ain't they running a wrestling show, AEW?
Ho, ho, ho. A&W.
It sound like that root beer commercial. It sound like a root beer. Is that AEW root beer or AEW wrestling?
A&W Wrestling. Ho, ho, ho. They run a parody of wrestling and take advantage of unsuspecting, low IQ wrestling fans that still think it's real to them.
I tell you what, you know what I like about millennials is they still believe in the tooth fairy. This action video may be for millennials to believe in Santa. The Santa's real, but you got a bunch of these millennials believe wrestling real. They still watching TV in their mid-30s, still thinking wrestling real, and wrestling ain't real. That never was a real sport.
Ho, ho, ho. And it's not only fake wrestling, it's really bad fake wrestling.
It's just a bunch of actors getting together trying to play professional football. That's all it is. That's all it is at the end of the day.
Ho, ho, ho.
All right, so Santa Claus, we'll take about 2 or 3 questions. After that, we're going to wrap this up with Santa Claus. And then Stephen Rose said he's going to start another live stream after this. And in that stream, and this according to what he just texted me right now, so y'all put y'all fat hands together and start praying. Pray the Lord Jesus Christ. Amen. All right. That's enough of that. All right, but anyways, look, check this out. Stephen got another live stream. He's going to talk about the gift of giving. And is it bad to give too much? Or is it bad to not give at all? Which one is worse? We're gonna do Steve Rowe gonna do a whole breakdown of that. I'll probably tune into that. You know what, man? Santa Claus, before I go, I want to let you know you're probably the best athlete I ever seen. For you to ride around that sleigh, going around delivering, that takes a real skill right there. I'll tell you what, I think you're made to play football. Imagine you would have played football the whole time. You know how many Lombardis you probably have every Lombardi right now.
Ho, ho, ho. Santa's a big fan of NASCAR. Ho, ho, ho.
And let me tell Stephen Rose one thing. You stop hitting on them girls up here in that live stream. I know you keep bringing up Christina's name a lot. Boy, if you don't get off this goddamn internet, I told you that goddamn internet gonna kill you, boy. You keep getting on this internet, keep on flirting with them girls in the comment section. Keep on flirting with Christina because she got that cat in that background. Let me tell you something. You talking to the kingpin right here. I pull any top female. That's what I do. I'm the coach. I'm the coach of butt coaches. I make moves. I pull moves. If I don't, I start whooping ass and I start asking questions later. That's the way it works. If you'd thought Urban Meyer had all his side chicks and Deshaun Watson with all his side chicks, you got to take a look at my background. I got a whole bunch of side chicks y'all don't even know about. And it ain't none of y'all goddamn business how many I got, by the way. All right, so Stephen will get on. He's going to start a new live stream tonight. He's going to start a new live stream tonight. It's 11:11, so let's make a wish one time for 11:11. We'll get out of here. I wish Davis Mills is going to be starting quarterback next year. We're going to go 17-0, win the Super Bowl. Santa Claus, you grant that wish next year for me?
Ho, ho, ho. Santa thinks that you need to look at Kenneth Walker III. Ho, ho.
We look at Walker III, and I'll put him in backup. And Santa Claus, I'll put you in the background right now, and you'll be the third string quarterback. How's that sound? And I put Olstein, I put him at linebacker right now. If you ask me right now, I say I put you a top 5 athlete of the year, top 5 athlete of the century, a lifetime.
Oh,
And then that's some facts. All right, nobody crosses Culley. All right, nobody crosses me. Like I said, that you tell that pastor Osteen, whatever his name is, if he don't play tomorrow by the great in front of God, Santa Claus, Jesus, and everybody, I'm gonna drag that boy by his hair up out of that church in front of everybody, whoop his ass. So he got a choice. He gonna play for the Texans tomorrow, come suit up and get ready against the Chargers. We got a real important game tomorrow to win. We go. It's more important than life. All right, it's more important than life right now. I'm putting this above everything. This is a very important win for us tomorrow. We got to play well against Chargers. Spider knows. Everybody knows this is an important game to play tomorrow. So, Olstein, you've been picked. You've been picked to play linebacker. We got to work the shorts right now. So you've been handpicked by the personnel, front office, and of course myself. So you got to play. There's no for an answer. So you either come down, get ready to play, or you get ready for the size 16 boot I got ready to blow your ass. All right, so Santa Claus, are you ready to wrap this up or what?
ho. Santa's ready to get back because he's going to start working on next year's Christmas Eve.
No, you better not skip my house. I will whoop your ass next year. If I don't get not one damn present on that damn tree, I'm coming right North Pole, whoop your ass.
Ho.
Facts. All right.
If you give you a present, then you can blame that on Nick Saban. Ho.
All right, we gonna get you up out of here, Santa Claus, and I'm gonna say a couple of things, and I'm gonna let Steven take over.
Ho. Everybody have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
All right, and tell Prodigal Hill he's more than welcome. Prodigal Hill. He is more than welcome to come to this show. In fact, Prodigal Hill, he the one that said Davis Mills the best quarterback. Let me tell you something right now. I'm the coach. I'm gonna do a draft next week. I'm gonna put Spider's name in there, Pistol in 2-1-3. Everybody, whoever name I draw, Christina, I'll put your name in there too. And whoever name I draw for next week, y'all got to lace up, get ready to play some football next week. This is a serious time right now we living in. And football bigger than everything. And when you and Coach David Culley's presence, that's the way it works. I run the shit here. I'm Jesus Christ. I'm the one that walked this earth. I've been around as long as all y'all. I've been around for a very long time. I've been stabbed, drowned, set on fire, everything. I walked across water and everything. I did Noah's Ark. That was me. I did all that. Yeah, y'all just here. It's my world. Y'all just passing in it right now. I'll be here before y'all. I'll hear after y'all. So when I pull them names next year, y'all better be ready to play some football next year. And it could be next week. It's Spotty. You could be up ready next week to lace up, get ready to play against our next opponent next week against the Niners. We definitely gonna need you to suit up and lace up. All right. So with that being said, I'm appreciate everybody that invited Coach Culley on here, and I'm gonna put Stephen back on here because I know he got a lot to say, and we'll go from there. And I appreciate you for having me on, Stephen. I'll be on next week to start roasting some more motherfuckers, and I'm out. All right, so David Culley, I appreciate you, coming in. And he phoned in today, and Mr. Culley definitely is one of my favorite head coaches now. And, when David Culley has something to say, it just in all deaf ears, that guy he knows what he's talking about. This guy's the real deal. So, yeah, you got to have Coach Culley in, man. Yeah, Coach Culley in. Yeah, I mean, David Culley's the best, man. He walked on water. He got stabbed. He got drowned. He got set on fire. The guy's been reincarnated many times. He said he walked around as a ghost. I mean, the guy knows his stuff. And, I mean, you cannot deny a guy like that here. And it's just like, this guy has he gets gangster and stuff. You got to have a head coach like that. This guy said he was going to drag Santa Claus out in the North Pole, whoop his ass if he didn't get a present next year. He also said he's going to whoop Joe Osteen's ass. I mean, you can't mess with a guy like that, man. I mean, this guy is the real deal. I'm starting to like this Santa guy more. Yeah, I mean, we might have an interview with Krampus, which is Santa's brother, later this week. And then, of course, the mystery guy behind Santa is the Prodigal Hill. And you guys sub to his channel. Just type in the Prodigal, Prodigal Hill, Heel. And his channel will show up. And he makes a lot of conspiracy videos and stuff like that. You guys are more than welcome to sub to his channel and all that. But yeah, we had Santa on here. We had David Culley on here, Coach Culley. And then, you know, we're going to have more people as it goes. Santa Claus for 2024, Veronica says, yeah, I mean, I would vote for him. Why? Why would you not vote for him? Christina 2024, Veronica says, hey, Christina, you got a voter this year. If you run for president, you got Veronica's vote. Okay, that's cool. If Christina runs, then I will vote for her. As long as she runs Republican, then that's cool. I'll vote. She has my vote. And yeah. I mean, this is the art of giving. We live in times of it's time for us to you know, to be more compassionate for one another. Except if you're David Culley, he tends to get gangster with people. You know. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to start a new one. But I'm going to take about a 10-minute recess, a 15-minute recess. And in my next video, I actually want to discuss about the gift of giving. And is it good to give to others? And also is given too much a bad thing? Can it be a bad thing? And that would be something that I could start on the next stream. I may do that, or hell, I could probably even, if I can edit the video, I might be able to do that. But hold on, let me see. Can I edit that? Let's take a look. See. No, I'll probably start a new stream and go from there and just leave the Santa thing as a separate entity. So I hope you guys join me in 12 minutes. It's 11:18 right now, Central. I'm going to start a new video up at 11:30. So I'll see you guys in 12 minutes. I'm going to start the stream actually in about 10 minutes. So I'll see you in 10 minutes. Hope you guys join me.